Hey, good Monday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrosa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. And we get a little late start this morning. I had a little bit of a technical issue, let's just say. And so here we go. There is a freeze warning in effect for the west central, southwest part of lower Michigan. I think it might be a little bit overdone. I'll show that to you, but it's certainly, who cares? You know, it's time that the growing season probably comes to an end. So, you know, normally we say protect your tender vegetation in the spring, but, you know, I guess you could cover your tomatoes. If they're just starting to blush, they will still probably ripen. Even, in fact, off the vine, they'll probably ripen if you're getting a little bit of a blush. So my question is, will it be clear enough for a freeze tonight? Will it be calm enough? And I don't think it will. Pamela Todoroff, good morning. Up near Traverse City this morning. How will drive down to Oakland County be tomorrow? Should be fine. Could be a little bit, you know, spritzly lake effect. So what do we have going on the radar? You could see just the lake effect. You can pick out the wind direction, definitely. It's a northeast wind and some showers coming in on the thumb right now. Here's the freeze warning. Basically, the Grand Rapids National Weather Service Office. Good morning, Bruce Lundy. The Grand Rapids National Weather Service Office is issuing the freeze warning for those counties shaded in blue. That would include Grand Rapids and would also include Kalamazoo and Lansing and Jackson. Yes. Here's what I think the best model that we have on, you know, how cold it'll get overnight. And that's what this model says. And it says it's going to be too cloudy and too breezy for 28 to 32 as they have it. I see the breeze. The lake effect is around. So, but regardless, it's cold. Low 30s at warmest, I guess I would say. Now, radar forecast, I should say, shows that everything's going to be lake effect off of the thumb, off of the far southwest lower. Oh, yes, that blue. Guess what that is? That's snow. Wet snow mixed in tonight in western UP, northern Wisconsin. I've actually got a snow forecast map for you just for fun. It is that time of the year. And then here's overnight tonight and tomorrow. And again, you see areas of lake effect rain. You see some blue in there. That means a wet flake of snow where it hits your windshield and you say, hey, did I just see like rain with a little bit of a snowflake in it? Yeah, you probably did. Total snowfall map. It's been a while on these, huh? Now, this does not necessarily mean it sticks, which I don't think it will, but it means that the western UP and northern Wisconsin, and it even kind of tries to show a little snow around Port Huron or so. A novelty. Now, let's get into the big picture. And we got the cold air circulating around a storm in the northeast. I would say Wednesday morning or Thursday morning will be the coldest mornings. I would say we will clear, and I would say if the warmer air doesn't come back by Thursday morning, we would drop to below freezing in a lot of places. Maybe not the urban heat island of the Detroit area, but otherwise, yes. And then we go back into a strong warming trend as we head into the end of the week and into the weekend. And this model wants to hold it for Monday and Tuesday. And don't get me wrong, the cold air is building to the north. But not coming down immediately. Here's a little closer of a look. Here's your lake effect rain shower. So kind of deceiving on the rainfall forecast today. Very minimal coverage. The thumb, far northeast shoreline, Leelanau County-ish area, far southwest corner, western UP. Otherwise, just kind of cloudy, dreary in the middle. Same deal for tomorrow. The shoreline areas. Then Wednesday should dry out, and then we go into Thursday, Friday, and right now the weekend looks like it would be mostly dry and into a warming trend. Okay, so I always try to give you the big picture too, so you know where we're heading in this weather pattern. And what I'm seeing is that, right on cue, I'm seeing that the jet stream and the storm track is working its way southward. Remember, it's been in Canada for the last couple of months of summer. Now it's going to work its way south, and eventually in winter it's going to work south of us. But we're starting to see the signs of that. Doesn't mean that it's here next week, but it means that it's coming, and we know it will. I still think it's a couple of weeks before we stair step down again to highs in the 40s and 50s. So this is going to be our European model, 15,000 feet up, and what I'm going to show you is at the very end, what we call the polar jet stream shows up, and our flow is starting to come from that. Now don't freak out, polar jet stream, oh, it's going to turn wickedly cold. No, it's just where the weather is originating from. So we start off now, and we got this big upper low, and that's the reason for the showers, the cold, the first frost and freezing temperatures. And then a ridge quickly builds right back in, and that's the reason for strong warming. And thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Normally do this 9 to late 10ish, but I had a little bit of a internet/power issue. Modem router fried out. So this is this weekend, and that's a warm pattern compared to, look at where we're at now, upper low. Look at where we'll be at by the weekend, warm pattern. And we may stay that way into early next week. Here's a disturbance coming through by the middle of next week. When I go out 10 days, look at the black lines. This is essentially the wind flow. If you trace from, say, central Michigan back to the west, you see that kind of comes from northwestern Canada, whereas the lines, say, in Illinois and Indiana and Ohio, come from back in the southwest. That is why I say the polar jet is starting to shift southward. Now this is that same model, only 31 different iterations averaged together. So do those 31 iterations show warmth? They show even more warmth. This is Friday into Saturday, big ridge over us. And they hold the ridge into next week and show that disturbance. Then we go out to October 25th and 26th and 27th. And not as much ridging, but certainly not a colder than normal atmosphere building. So here are the high temperatures. 40s and 50s today. It's going to be chilly. Same deal tomorrow, about 50 degrees. Wednesday, maybe tack on a couple of degrees in the low to mid 50s. And then Thursday, probably 60. Friday in the 60s, if not 70. Saturday in the 60s to 70. Sunday, this is showing some 70s around. It starts to get pretty long in the tooth at day 7, but the upper air pattern would show that's possible. And even by Monday and Tuesday, it still shows temperatures in the 70s. I believe it. I just don't know exactly what day. My thoughts are it's Friday. My thoughts are it's Friday, Saturday that's going to do that, and not early next week. But we will have to see on that. So thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Showers are going to be pretty limited. Some parts of the western UP could see their first real flakes of snow in the air, but they melt on a warm ground. And the colors are changing rapidly, I'm hearing from everybody. So this is the week to probably in northern Michigan, at least inland, away from the shoreline, to see your peak fall colors. Certainly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, as the sun comes back out, will be great for that. This weekend, too, will be awesome. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.